reach for my hand, I'll soar away into the dawn. Oh, I wish I could stay here and cherish hearts in peaceful days. I fear the edge of dawn, knowing time betrays.
Hello friends, my name is Shry and it's time for more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I do appreciate it very much. And last time, if you've been following along with the series, we found out who the Flame Emperor was after this battle.
You have disappointed me, Edelgard. To think that a descendant of House Hresvelg would dare betray the Holy Church.
Wait, so she's related to Rhea? Is that it? Oh gosh, wow.
Professor, kill Edelgard at once. She is a danger to all of Fodlan. Such a rebellious heart cannot be allowed to keep beating.
I have achieved my objective. I will retreat. Farewell, Professor. If we meet again, it will be on the battlefield. Come, Hubert.
Oh my gosh.
To flee is futile, wicked girl. The Church of Seiros will raise its entire army against you until you have been captured and punished. You have defiled the Holy Tomb, dishonored the goddess, and humiliated your brethren. That crime will never be erased. Even if you burn in the eternal flames and spill all of your blood into the goddess's soil. Come, Professor. Let us return and decide upon our next course of action.
Wow, Rhea, that was a lot.
I'm not exactly on friendly terms with the princess, but I do have a few questions for her. Edelgard said that the Creststones represent power. That means she knows how to use them. She almost certainly knows other secrets of Fodlan as well. Once things calm down a bit, there's a lot more that Rhea needs to tell us.
I agree.
I just hope there's still time. I have this strange feeling that history is being written, that an age of anarchy is upon us. Let's hope I'm mistaken.
That was crazy. Rhea was so angry. Oh.
The leaders of the Church have misused its creed to fulfill their true desire, to rule the world. They have fooled the people of Fodlan. Long ago, they divided the Empire to create a kingdom, and then divided that kingdom to create an alliance. They did all of this to make the masses bicker amongst themselves. They caused instability in order to reinforce their own authority. They gathered gold and lived in extravagance. How? By preying on the devotion of those who wished for the goddess's salvation. Those corrupt hypocrites cannot lead Fodlan to true peace. Their foul belief system must be torn asunder so that true wisdom may finally prevail. And so, I have decided, by order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, the Empire hereby declares war on the Church of Seiros.
I cannot believe it.
Me neither.
Let us recount the situation as it stands, Professor. After you returned from the Holy Tomb, the Adrestian Empire declared war upon the Church of Seiros, as well as our allies.
Declared war? What was Edelgard thinking? And how's she Emperor already?
Edelgard demanded her own father relinquish the throne, and then assumed the position of Emperor.
Well, that answers that question. That's crazy.
She has deemed the Church of Seiros to be an evil of this world, and is calling upon the people of Fodlan to help her tear it down. I must discuss our response to this declaration with the Archbishop, after the Knights return from their investigation. Until then, watch over the students. See that they remain calm.
I heard what happened, Teach. The princess, well, the Emperor now. She really did it, didn't she? The lords and dukes of both the kingdom and the alliance have been called out, and now have to choose between the Church and the Empire. The seed of conflict was always there, and now we find ourselves in the middle of a war that will tear Fodlan in two.
The Empire is rash, but I never thought it would come to this. How could something like this happen? I hope everyone back home is safe. I'm sure it's mass confusion at home right now. My brother must be worried sick about me.
Let's calm down and think about this.
You're absolutely right, Teach. I'm sure a lot of us are worried about our homes, but all we can do for now is prepare for battle and tread carefully.
Well, that got pretty dark quick. I'll say that for sure. Wow, Edelgard, what's wrong? Why are you doing this? Why?
Part 1. White Clouds. Lone Moon. To War. Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky, a silent reminder perhaps of some inescapable truth.
So what happens if you're playing the Black Eagles? Do you have to make a choice? Do you have to... Ugh. That's crazy. Receive 5,000 gold from the church. I'm rolling in money today.
Unforgivable! I cannot fathom that the Adrestian Empire would embark on such a violent course of action.
The fault is my own. I failed to see the wickedness within Edelgard's heart.
What is her objective?
There is no question on that front. She clearly wishes to conquer all of Fodlan. And in order to achieve her own selfish ambitions, she plotted with ill-meaning strangers and defiled the Holy Tomb. Or perhaps her ambitions are even grander than we know. Perhaps she is planning to make herself a false deity by demonizing the Church of Seros.
Adrestia received its very name through a divine oracle. To injure the goddess is a sin most foul that shall not be forgiven, nor forgotten. We must stop the Empire, and quickly.
I have returned, Rhea.
Welcome back, Shamir. Were you able to discern the Empire's movements?
Their main troops are marching towards Garreg Mach. It is said that they will join forces with Edelgard's army and arrive within 2 weeks.
2 weeks? That is not enough time. It will require all of our efforts just to prepare our defenses before then. We must send notice to all surrounding villages at once. We must order the residents of Garreg Mach to flee for their lives.
It will be done.
Professor, listen closely. If our enemy invades the monastery, I will have no choice but to stand upon the battlefield. If something happens to me, I am entrusting my sacred duties to you.
Wait, what? No, 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 no. Not to me. No, that's too much. Too much work. Being a professor is hard enough, right? What are you saying? Don't die. Why me?
You must have guessed it by now. The truth of who you are. Or perhaps I should say, your lost memories are surely beginning to return. I have acted all these long years as a mere proxy for you. But the duty is yours, and yours alone. Only you can lead the people of Fodlan.
I don't think Sedith likes that.
Rhea, please. You must tell me all that you know. I beg of you. That one is the progenitor god. Am I correct?
In a sense. Our dear professor is a vessel. One who carries the power of the progenitor god within. In time, the vessel will become one with the power contained within, and the progenitor god shall return to this world.
I see. I trust that you are aware of the questionable nature of this experiment. But I suppose there is no turning back.
I ask that you help our friend. And in doing so, help her. I am waiting and hoping for the moment when our Creator rules this wayward land once more.
I understand. As ever, I will take you at your word.
Lady Rhea, brother, I will do my part as well.
Flame, were you eavesdropping? Regardless, I am glad to hear it. You owe your life to the Professor, after all. And in the end, they may prove to be our brethren.
You have my gratitude, Sedith. And you as well, Flame. As followers of the Progenitor God, it is up to us to see our mission through.
Followers? Oh, they'll have green hair? Not the link. Wow. Okay. I guess I'll explore a bit. There's a paralog, but there's something with singing too. Let's go sing. Eagle Eye. Seeking intel on the Imperial Army. Sedith. Something to prove. Okay. Go say hello to Sedith. I love how the music's so different now. It's all army battle. What's wrong, Sedith? Are you unhappy? What's wrong?
We must protect Garreg Mach. Defiling the Holy Tomb was a sacrilege. I will not allow such a thing to happen again. The Archbishop has already given you a new responsibility. I want you to rise to that honor.
Okay.
I have something to ask of
We've
you.
been scouting the makeup of the Imperial Army, but much is still unclear. Any information you could provide will be a good help. This month only, collect the information of Imperial Army. A Knight of Ceros would have that kind of info. Alright, I'll get a sealed! Perfect. Let's do some training in my swordmanship. Gotta get that stronger. Go talk to people, see what they gotta say.
To think Edelgard was somehow connected to the captain's murder.
Oh, you're right, she was. Oh, I didn't even think about that. It's crazy. How dare she? She was friends with Monica. Not Kranya.
Well, perhaps it's pointless to get upset about the past. My duty now is to prepare for battle. We're depending on your strength, Professor. Crush our enemies.
I'll try.
Captain, I hope you're watching. We will protect Garreg Mach.
Didn't have any training I want.
The Holy Tomb held many crest stones. This is the first time I've heard of crest stones being hidden away in such a place. But more importantly, I'm interested to know the Empire's aim. Why would their army desire crest stones? There is power there, yes. And yet, I must think on this. The crest stones lie at the heart of the events surrounding Conan Tower and the chapel as well. And of course, the crest stones somehow transform those traitors and their captives into demonic beasts. Could that possibly be their aim? The Empire's army may well plan to use crest stones to create demonic beasts.
Ooh, that's horrible. That is horrible. Ooh. Thunder.
Practice yields results. Excuse me. How are you, Professor? Any new changes to report? With the Imperial Army drawing near, it is most vexing that we cannot relax and converse as we once did. Thankfully, you have the divine protection of the goddess on your side. Please try to listen carefully for her voice.
I will try.
May the goddess's voice reach you.
I miss Sodus. It was sweet and fun. Let's get the sword. Oh, it's better. Priest. I miss Sodus, John. She was so sweet. I can get around this huge pillar.
So Edelgard, the one who calls herself the Flame Emperor, was connected to those strange beings. The Imperial Army might be using even more terrifying methods than we know. You had better be cautious, Professor. Any amount of carelessness might prove to be our undoing.
I agree. It's scary. She's nicely motivated, so she's good. Let's go find Manuela real quick since I'm up here.
Right. The mastermind behind the attacks on the monastery was Edelgard? Wow. Doesn't make much sense though, does it? There would need to be all sorts of territories and groups tangled up in this sort of mess. I'm gonna stop. I don't really have the head for this political stuff. Mostly I'm worried about my old opera company. I wonder what's happening in the capital right now. I hope they're safe.
Oh yeah, they were in the Empire, I believe. Try and get that better. Work on my skills as a teacher so I can teach my beautiful students. Dimitri, what do you have to say about Edelgard betraying us? So she's been the Flame Emperor this whole time. And that's been a while. Let's sing with somebody. Manuela. And Lauren, just to get him a little more excited.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo! Get it? Lo!
Me. Something appears to be wrong with my throat.
I love that. Looks like my faith didn't go up too high, but okay.
I'll have that girl's head. Just you wait.
Whoa, Dimitri, you sounded really scary right there. You sounded very dangerous.
Professor, can we really defeat someone who is willing to turn their back on the world just to uphold their own beliefs? I've spent my whole life running in fear, and now
We can win this together.
Surely we can win if we rely on each other. Right, Professor?
Right. Do you want some flowers?
Oh, thank
You have any lost items I can give you? Chivalry. Cares for animals. There we go.
Yes, this is mine.
And let's give her a little flower.
Oh,
Okay, she's nicely motivated for teaching time later.
Professor, war is breaking out again, is it not?
Again? I want to stop if I can.
An honorable notion. Do you think there is something to be done? Whatever shall we do?
I don't know.
I never wanted another war. All we can do is steel ourselves for the fight ahead.
I do wonder what they meant by another one. What does she like? The sea? Fish? Can I give her some fish?
Oh, that is
I
mine.
finally found something.
Thank you so very much.
Finally found something.
Okay.
The Empire is moving quickly. Edelgard must have been preparing for this for a while now. If you really think about it, she must have been planning for this even before you got the Sword of the Creator. Of course she was always a step ahead of us. We were blinded by the ball and the battle of the eagle and lion and everything else. I refuse to go down like this though. So let's do something about it. What do you say? It's you and me, Teach. We've got this.
Oh yeah, we've got this, Claude. Don't worry. You have any lost items I can make you happy with? Oh, I'll take you to dinner, Claude. Don't worry.
What is Edelgard even trying to achieve? She wants to destroy the church so badly that she'll take on anyone who doesn't fall in line? I don't get it.
A hard thing to accept.
I just can't believe she'd start a war over it. Not to mention using such nasty tactics to get her way. Could Captain Gerald's death have also been a part of her plan? Don't you go and die on me, Professor. Captain Gerald would never forgive you.
Of course it was part of her plan. They went specifically after him. Specifically.
Half of the Empire's 6 great noble families have declared their support for Edelgard. Of the other 3, Lord Vestra was assassinated. Hubert, his son, will succeed him.
Oh, I wonder how that happened. Hubert assassinated his own dad. Oh my gosh.
Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is under house arrest. His wife is now supporting Edelgard. And my father, he was stripped of his role as Prime Minister. As a result, House Eyre has lost all of its power, all of its lands. We have lost everything. What do I do?
Well, I feel kind of bad for you. You were like, I'll be the next Prime Minister, and I had a feeling that wouldn't happen for some reason, but now it really won't. Edelgard's like, I don't need a Prime Minister in my country. Not needed in any way, shape, or form. He just took all his power, all his lands. I guess she was laughing the whole time. He was like, I'm going to be Prime Minister.
Right.
Like, no, you're not.
Professor, I guess it's easy for me to say this now. I'm so glad I'm from the Alliance. I had no idea Edelgard was so scary. And Dimitri seems totally different than before.
I second that. Dimitri scares me already.
I wouldn't bend a knee to either of them.
And how do you feel about Claude?
Well, I definitely don't hate him. He rarely takes things seriously. But somehow, I just know we can always rely on him. Well, if we're forced to protect this place, our future's going to be dark no matter what.
That's gonna be tough to do.
His Highness calls for the head of Edelgard. For me, that is cause enough to fight.
Why would Dimitri say that against the digital goddess? You truly are right with that?
The hatred of His Highness is also my hatred. Any other feelings I may have are irrelevant.
Dude, you look kind of scary right there. Why can I still talk to you?
And if Edelgard if that is the case, then she is my enemy.
Oh, she might have caused the tragedy of Dusker. Really? Edelgard is a baddie. The slowdown's bad too. Hurry up. Hi, Tums. Raphael?
I hear the Alliance's territory will be in danger if we don't get rid of these Empire guys. If the Alliance is in danger, that means my sister's in danger too. There's no way I'm gonna allow that. It doesn't matter how many guys they throw at us. I'll beat them all. These muscles aren't just for show. But first, I gotta get some food.
I'm happy you didn't go scary on me. You got close, but you reined yourself in and said food. Happy food calms you down.
The most important nobles in the Empire are known for taking power from the previous emperor, my father included. I didn't think it possible that the Imperial Princess could ascend the throne so easily. However, it seems that both my father and Caspar's are supporting Edelgard. Having both the Minister of Domestic Affairs and Minister of Military Affairs on your side gives you total control over the Empire's military and finances. You must have been making preparations for quite some time without anyone noticing.
Professor, a pleasure to see you.
Are you praying?
I've never been very good at praying. I was here to confess my foolishness. While I'm at it, may I confess something to you too?
No need to ask. Go ahead.
I realize what a burden I've been. On you, I mean. After every breakup, I neglect my work, and I know how that affects you. I'm completely worthless as a woman. Can you imagine how that feels? Oh, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just know it. You think so too, don't you?
No, you'll find someone one day. Don't worry.
Really? So maybe there's still hope for me. Who am I kidding? I've known for years how hopeless I am. What's wrong with me? It's not my looks. I'm still gorgeous. Or am I? Be honest, do I look old? No, not possible. I'm the songstress who swept the Empire off its feet. Men professed their love for me hourly. It can't be my looks.
You're attractive.
I knew I was right. I'd be in real trouble if I weren't this beautiful. Oh no, if the problem isn't my looks, and they are not the problem, then it must be... what? My personality?
I wouldn't say that. Your personality's fine, just not when you're drunk.
A girl can tell a lie when she hears one. You think there's a problem, don't you? I suppose I can be a bit unkempt. I do have a short temper, and I may be a little lazy, sometimes. But I've always heard fellas, you know, like a woman with a few flaws. Seems to me there are plenty of flawed girls who have landed themselves a good man. So maybe my trouble is I'm not imperfect enough. Do you think I could use a few more flaws?
Oh my gosh, no, you don't need any more flaws.
Why? Do you think I'm flawed enough already?
Loaded question, but yes, you are. Oh, support level. She's motivated.